Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we re-diving into the life of a man who was both a five-star general and a two-term president, Dwight D. Eisenhower. But beyond the famous titles, there are some fascinating, lesser-known facts about Ike. Ready to explore? Let's get started. Most people know Eisenhower the general, the supreme commander who led the Allies to victory in Europe during World War II. But did you know he almost didn't have a military career at all? After graduating from West Point, he was assigned to various posts across the U.S., far from the front lines of World War I. For years, he felt his career had stalled. He was a brilliant organizer and trainer, but he desperately wanted a combat command. It wasn't until the dawn of another world war that his strategic genius was finally recognized on the global stage. It's a powerful lesson in patience and perseverance. Now, let's talk about President Eisenhower. When you think of his presidency, what comes to mind? Maybe the booming 1950s economy? What you might not know is that he was the driving force behind one of the most ambitious public works projects in American history, the Interstate Highway System. The official name is actually the Dwight D. Eisenhower National System of Interstate and Defense Highways. His inspiration came from two key experiences: a grueling cross-country military convoy in 1919 that took 62 days, and seeing Germany's efficient Autobahn during the war. He saw the highways not just for commerce and travel, but as a vital component of national defense, allowing for the rapid movement of troops and supplies. So, every time you're on a road trip, you have Ike to thank. But Eisenhower wasn't just about military might and concrete. He had a creative side, too. He was a surprisingly passionate and prolific painter. He took up the hobby later in life after seeing an artist at work, and he produced over 260 oil paintings. His subjects ranged from portraits of leaders like Winston Churchill and Abraham Lincoln to serene landscapes inspired by his farm in Gettysburg. It was his way to relax and de-stress from the immense pressures of his job. He often gave his paintings away as gifts to friends, family, and White House staff. It shows a softer, more reflective side to the powerful general and president. Here's another interesting tidbit. While he championed a strong national defense, Eisenhower's farewell address contained a stark warning that resonates to this day. He cautioned the American people against the growing influence of what he termed the military-industrial complex. As a former general, he understood its necessity, but he also feared that this powerful combination of the armed forces and the defense industry could pose a threat to democratic processes. He urged citizens to remain vigilant to ensure that security and liberty may prosper together. It was a profound and prophetic message from someone who knew the system from the inside out. Finally, long before he was a general or president, Eisenhower had a brief but memorable career in sports. He was a star football player at West Point, playing running back and linebacker. He even tackled the legendary Jim Thorpe in a famous 1912 game. Unfortunately, a severe knee injury ended his football career and nearly got him medically discharged from the Army. Instead, he channeled his energy into coaching, discovering he had a talent for strategy and motivating his players, skills that would later serve him incredibly well on the battlefield and in the Oval Office. From the football field to the battlefields of Europe, and finally to the White House, Dwight D. Eisenhower's life was truly remarkable. He was a man of immense complexity, a warrior who sought peace, a leader who painted landscapes, and a president who warned of the very powers he commanded. Thanks so much for watching. If you found these facts as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.